Do you think people are born gay or trans?
Yes.
So you think kids are born trans?
I think they're born trans, yes.
Okay, so you would be okay with them getting any type of either brain scans or anything before they go through medical transition then, right?
What do you mean?
That way, because 13%, which you stated was 1%, but it's actually 13% of people do detransition. So to
That's not true.
avoid that, no, they can bring it up. I'll even show the study on my phone to you right now if you
Well, I'm
want.
sure you have things that say that, but it doesn't make it true.
So you're just invalidating the
Trump
entire
says stuff
study.
that's not true
You're
every day.
invalidating the entire study. Let me ask you this: are you okay with this medical transition if they get brain scans before the medical transition?
What are you talking about?
Okay, so how do you know someone's born trans? Give me the definition. How do you know they're born trans?
So transgender is when your gender is not the same as your birth sex.
Okay.
And so when someone says, I'm transgender, then I'm like, okay, so you're transgender.
Okay, so how do you know they're born that way?
They know and they tell us. And then we see that when we affirm their gender, their lifespan and their quality of life increases.
So you
And
agree
that
there's
matters
no
to me.
objective way to measure it. It's all subjective, right?
No.
Okay, so what's the objective measurement that someone's born trans?
An objective measurement that someone is born trans?
Correct.
When they say that they are born trans, that is deeply important, but also there's differences in the actual brain of trans people that correlates to their gender.
Like what?
They are more similar to that of their gender than their birth sex.
Okay, so that's an objective way to measure it in your opinion, correct?
Well, it is a
So
factually
then you're
objective
okay.
way to measure
So
it.
then we could agree that kids should have this brain scan before they medically transition, correct? Wouldn't that be a good middle ground?
I would say
Because
that
you say there's an objective way to measure it, correct?
I am saying that that is one objective reality of the trans existence. What I am saying is that because all queer and trans people who are transitioning as young people in the United States do so with about 3 to 5 medical professionals, I trust that those medical professionals know more about that individual than I do. Someone is not just saying, oh, this kid says they're trans, let's go, let's give them hormones. What actually happens is a young person feels a deep amount of distress in who they are based on something they had no control over. They share that with their parents. In the majority of cases, the parent who wants to keep their child alive brings them to a psychologist or a psychiatrist. They work with that medical professional for many years. They bring in endocrine specialists and they work together for years to decide what is the right path of treatment, when, how, and with who.
So
and
they
then
have no
over
control
time,
over it, right?
Over being trans?
Yeah, they have no control over it.
Correct.
So the detransition rate shouldn't be 13%, right?
So the
Also,
majority
what's
of
the
people who
difference between puberty
detransition,
anxiety?
why do the
What's the
majority of
difference
people
between puberty
detransition?
anxiety and someone suffering from gender dysphoria? What's the distinct difference?
So puberty anxiety is, oh my gosh, I'm very worried that my characteristics are going to change who I am as a person. Other people are, oh my God, I'm worrying that puberty is going to permanently lock me into a body that is not mine. And I will never be able to prevent the changes that I go through with puberty.